Hey, what's happening, man? It's your boy Papa Duck. You already know what it is, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Make sure y'all look below if you're on YouTube. Grab you one of them shirts. I'm telling y'all, grab you one of them sweaters, man. We definitely appreciate everything y'all get. Goes right back into the page to spread the message. Now, listen, this is something I want to, like I said, I always try to get y'all to think. This is something that I ran across, right? I want y'all to understand something, right? Now, listen, I had a conversation with somebody the other day, and it was about how he had this, it was a white guy that he knew grew up in this hood that acted black, right? And I was just trying to get him to understand something, right? Same when we get y'all to understand. Like I said, we can learn a lot from animals, right? First of all, your skin color doesn't determine who you become. Your environment does. Why is that? You are a product of your environment. If you're raised in a certain environment, you will come across certain things, learn certain things, and you may not learn certain things depending on your environment. Now listen, this is why this is so important. In America, when you see black folks do certain things, people be like, oh, that's bad, that's bad. No, it's not bad all the time. It's just black folks do what black folks do, white folks do what white folks do, Chinese people do what they do, Japanese people do it, all, you know, so forth and so on. But what I want y'all to think of this is the standard way of life is the European way. Now this is where it's going to get interesting at. If you talk proper, right, or if you dress a certain way, right, that's the right way to be based off the European way. But you got to understand, we're not European. We're not European. When you see black folk that love to wear jewelry or love to wear gold teeth, that's how we are, right? Now this is how it's going to get tricky. In this world, everyone has to live under one construct, even though we are so different from each other. Meaning we have to live under this European construct, even though you Chinese, or even though you Jamaican, or even though you this and you that, right? This is why it's so fucked up. This is why I say you can't teach, if black folks if we was gorillas in the wild, and European people was hyenas, you can't teach gorillas to be hyenas. And that's basically what's happening. This is why I say it's a psychological thing. You have to understand this shit, man. It's simple, but you have to understand. That's where you could break down a lot of barriers. That's why they say children from the age 1 to 7 are the purest. Why? Because they don't have a conscience with all these barriers built, because they haven't been taught that this is bad or this is good. They just have a free conscience. We really don't even have a conscience at that point. But it is very important for you to understand where I'm coming from. Now, if all of us living in all of us from different backgrounds, different variations, but we're trying to fit each other under this one construct, which is being a European. Now let's switch it. When you see a white guy acting black, right? And you say, damn, he trying to be black. He a product of his environment. All of us done ran across a white guy that act black. I mean, gold teeth, tattoo, talk blacks, all that good shit. You feel what I'm trying to say? It's the same thing as what I'm telling y'all. So if you see a white guy acting black and you have a problem with it, why when you see black guys acting European, you don't say nothing? This is why I tell y'all we have to stick to our origin. That's like with our ancestors. That has nothing to do with no racism or none of that shit. It's just the fact, like, you'll never see gorillas mingling with giraffes, and it's just, it don't work like that in the wild. And that's not to be racist. This is basically what I'm saying. We here for to share all of this, right? But it's man that don't want to share this. It's man that want to take over and conquer and control everything. This is why I say this, right? When it comes to this color thing, if you, and I'm not being racist, like let's be real. If you're a white person, right, and you don't like blacks or whatever the case may be, I always say you should blame your own people, because they're the ones who want to run the world. They're the ones who want to take over everything and got everybody. Like, we all under this same dictatorship. I don't care what color you are. You're not a part of their bloodline. You could be white, whatever the case may be, but guess what? You still have to shop at the grocery stores like we do. You still have to pay taxes and all this stuff. You just doing it on a different level, but to the same degree, we're all under the same dictatorship. And the thing about it is, the type of water that they drink, we don't drink that water. The type of things that they're exposed to, we're not exposed to, because we're not a part of the bloodline. I keep telling y'all, this shit goes so much deep, man. I just be trying to layer it, right? We're gonna get deeper and deeper, but I have to break down the layers as we go. So now when you see someone acting a certain way, you have to understand that person is a product of their environment, whether they white, black, whatever. But guess what? But guess what? In order for us to get the right outcome we want or we need, we gotta change the environment. It's just that simple. We have to change the environment. Like my mama say, if you walk into a house that's clean, you'll take your shoes off. You walk into a house that's dirty, you'll dump ashes on the floor. My mama always taught me that, and she's not lying. That's true. When you walk outside your environment, you got to understand that our environment has a lot to do with the decisions that we make and the resources also, right? So what I'm basically saying is we need to change our environment. All of us can't be Europeans, because I'm not European. You feel what I'm saying? I should have my own native tongue. I should have my own way of how we do things, me being a black man. Same with Jamaicans, same with Africans, Chinese. You know, most of the cultures still do it. Chinese people do it. Japanese people still do it. A lot of these other people still stick to their cultures. But black folk, we've been stripped of our culture. We don't know where we came from, so we damn sure don't know where we're going. So what I'm basically saying is we have to change our environment. All of us come from different backgrounds. We shouldn't be going to school taught to be a hyena when we gorillas. Basically, like I said earlier, if we gorillas, we need a gorilla to teach us how to stay a gorilla. We don't need to be gorillas and we go to school to be taught to be a hyena or basically a European. Cause this just not us. But this is what happened. These people done colonized us, done took over the whole world, goddamn it, and now they bringing it all together. See, now it's finna go even deeper than than black folks, because now with the internet, like I told y'all, you got every nationality on the internet doing the same thing. People in Japan, they twerking. People in China, they twerking. People in Africa, they twerking. All this due to the internet. The internet is bringing us all together on the one circus tent, and before you know it, there's gonna be a one world government. It's gonna be a one world currency, one world religion. It's gonna be a one world everything, and we're gonna be stripped from all of our culture, our background. It's gonna be gone. And you can see it now. I'm Haitian, you feel me? I got Haitian in my blood. When you my daddy said when you Americanized, he basically was like, it's over with for you, right? I remember when Haitian women would bathe you. If you're an older Haitian woman, or if you know about this, you know what I'm talking about. They would bathe you. Bathe you. And when you go to the table, you know, on the table in the Haitian house, when they got that little thing sitting on, that little thing that cover the food, the little plastic thing, when they move that there, they feed you. You ain't had to do nothing. You had Haitian women that would bathe. I'm talking about bathe you, bro. This is cultural things, right? But guess what? Not no more. Shit, you can't find them, and I ain't being funny, but you ain't gonna find a woman that gonna do all these things in a cultural way. You may do it because you love your man. Get what I'm saying? That's cool too, but I'm speaking from a cultural way. Meaning, when you grow up, you taught today, this is how you treat your man, and then vice versa. Men, you taught, this is how you treat your woman. But I'm telling you, man, this European way of living and how we are, we fornicating, we people watching porn. We so screwed up, so we think this is the way of living. It ain't. So I'm just trying to get y'all to dig deeper into thinking about, you know, certain things before you judge them. It's our environment, man. You can't be raised up in an environment that's fucked up and expect to just get out of that environment or those ways and habits just that easy. It's hard, man. You can do it, but it's hard. So with that being said, man, I just want to drop that on y'all so y'all can get an understanding of what I'm saying. And to sum it all up, basically what I'm saying is, man, we all can come together, but me as a black man, or you as a white, or whoever, you as a Chinese, whatever, I feel as though when it comes to you, you need your cultural people to teach you the way of your who you are. You get what I'm saying? If you Jamaican, you need Jamaican founders to teach you the Jamaican way, and so forth and so on with every other nationality. That's all I'm saying. You get what I'm saying? So that's just common sense, really. But like I say, we've been Americanized, we've been colonized, and now we basically been stripped of all that. So with that being said, man, I hope y'all understand where I'm coming from. I hope I ain't been too long. And like I say, man, it's all love, man. It's your boy Papa Duck, man. Like, comment, subscribe. And y'all already know. I pulled aside the road to do this video for y'all, honestly, cause I thought about it, I ain't wanting to get away from it. But like I say, man, I ain't trying to offend nobody, but just call it like it is, man. Until the next video, y'all know it's all love, man. I'm out. Peace.
Hold on. Come on. What the business is?